Imagine this, a town hall, a congresswoman speaking, and then a sudden, shocking breach of security. This isn't a hypothetical scenario. It's precisely what unfolded on January 27, 2026, when Representative Ilhan Omar was abruptly sprayed with an unknown substance during a public event in Minneapolis. The footage is unsettling, showing a man lunging forward, a syringe in hand, and the immediate chaos that ensued. But here's the thing. This wasn't just a random act. This incident immediately ignited a firestorm of questions. What was that liquid? Was it dangerous? And perhaps most critically, what drove someone to commit such a brazen act against an elected official? The emotional stakes here are incredibly high, not just for Representative Omar, but for the very fabric of our democratic process. When public servants are physically attacked, it sends a chilling message about the state of our political discourse and the safety of those who choose to serve. This isn't just about one politician. It's about the escalating tensions that threaten to undermine civil engagement and create an environment where violence becomes an acceptable form of expression. We're going to peel back the layers of this shocking event, from the moment of impact to the defiant response that followed, and uncover the deeper implications for everyone. What you're about to learn will challenge your understanding of political safety and the volatile climate our leaders navigate every single day. This is a story that demands our attention, promising to reveal the stark realities behind the headlines and the courage it takes to stand firm in the face of intimidation.
You know, people often ask how this channel puts out content like this so consistently. And honestly, I'm not doing the heavy lifting manually. I'm using Helios. It's the AI engine we built to handle the impossible parts of creation. It is literally the power behind what you just watched. If you want that kind of speed and quality at your fingertips, don't just watch AI build the future, start building it yourself. Helios is finally open to the public. Check the link in the description and go bring the heat.
The man at the center of this alarming incident has been identified as 55-year-old Anthony Kazmierczak. He wasn't a distant heckler. He was seated in the front row, a position that allowed him direct access to the Congresswoman, as Representative Omar was delivering remarks, specifically calling for the abolition of U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement, ICE, and the resignation or impeachment of Homeland Security Secretary Kristi Noem. Kazmierczak suddenly sprang into action. He ran toward the lectern and, using what appeared to be a syringe, sprayed an amber-colored liquid onto Omar's shirt. The immediate reaction from the crowd and Omar's staff was one of shock and concern. What most people don't realize is the sheer panic that can grip a public event when an unknown substance is deployed. Was it acid, a chemical irritant? The uncertainty alone is terrifying. Security personnel swiftly tackled Kazmierczak to the ground, apprehending him amidst gasps from the audience. But here's where it gets interesting. Despite the immediate danger and the urging of her staff to leave and get checked, Omar refused to be deterred. Her resolve in that moment speaks volumes about the resilience required in public life. This wasn't just an isolated act of aggression. It was a direct challenge to her ability to speak freely and engage with her constituents. The incident quickly became a focal point, not just for its immediate shock value, but for the questions it raised about the motivations behind such attacks and the broader political climate that might foster them. The tension was palpable, and the stage was set for a deeper investigation into both the attacker and the mysterious substance he used. Following the swift apprehension of Anthony Kazmierczak, the immediate priority shifted to identifying the substance he used. Witnesses and reporters present at the scene noted a strong, pungent odor, with descriptions ranging from vinegar-like to ammonia or even acidic. Photos of the syringe, which fell to the ground after Kazmierczak was tackled, showed a light brown or amber liquid inside. The uncertainty surrounding the liquid's nature was a critical concern, prompting forensic scientists to be dispatched to the scene for analysis. What most people don't realize is the psychological impact of such an attack, even if the substance proves to be non-toxic. The fear of the unknown, the violation of personal space, and the public nature of the assault can be deeply unsettling. And that's not even the craziest part. Despite the chaos and the potential danger, Representative Omar demonstrated remarkable composure. She insisted on continuing the town hall, telling her staff and the crowd, "We will continue. These F***A* holes are not going to get away with it." Her defiant stance, refusing to let the attacker disrupt her democratic duty, resonated deeply with many. This incident wasn't just about the physical act. It was a symbolic confrontation, highlighting the ongoing struggle against intimidation tactics in political discourse. The investigation into the substance was crucial, not only for Omar's safety, but also to understand the full extent of the threat posed by Kazmierczak's actions. The outcome of this forensic analysis would be key to determining the severity of the charges and the broader implications of this shocking event. The legal ramifications for Anthony Kazmierczak were immediate and severe. He was arrested on the spot and subsequently booked into Hennepin County Jail, facing charges of third-degree assault under Minnesota Statute 609.223. The U.S. Capitol Police, responsible for investigating threats against lawmakers, issued a strong statement emphasizing that such an unacceptable decision to assault a member of Congress would be met with swift justice. They also indicated they were working with federal partners to ensure Kazmierczak faced the most serious charges possible, aiming to deter similar acts of violence in society. Now you might be thinking, what could possibly motivate such an act? While authorities did not immediately disclose a specific motive, online speculation quickly emerged, linking Kazmierczak to MAGA supporters based on alleged social media posts featuring images of former President Donald Trump. This incident, therefore, quickly transcended a simple assault, becoming a flashpoint in the ongoing debate about political polarization and the rhetoric that can sometimes incite real-world aggression. What most people don't realize is how these individual acts of violence contribute to a broader climate of fear and intimidation, making it increasingly difficult for elected officials to engage openly with their constituents. The attack on Representative Omar serves as a stark reminder of the vulnerability faced by public figures and the critical need to address the underlying tensions that fuel such confrontations. It forces us to confront uncomfortable questions about the boundaries of political expression and the responsibility of leaders and citizens alike to foster a more civil and respectful environment. So what does this unsettling incident mean for Representative Ilhan Omar and more broadly for the future of political engagement? Despite the shock and potential danger, Omar remained resolute. She continued her town hall for nearly 30 minutes after the attack, stating unequivocally, "I'm a survivor, so this small agitator isn't going to intimidate me from doing my work." Her message was clear. She would not be silenced by threats or acts of violence. This incident serves as a powerful, albeit disturbing reminder of the increasing challenges faced by public figures in an era of heightened political tension. It underscores the critical importance of protecting our elected officials and ensuring they can perform their duties without fear of physical harm. What most people don't realize is that beyond the immediate headlines, such events force a deeper societal introspection. They compel us to examine the rhetoric we consume and propagate, and the potential real-world consequences of extreme polarization. The swift arrest and charging of Anthony Kazmierczak sends a strong message that such acts will not be tolerated, but the underlying issues that contribute to this climate remain. This isn't just about one attack, it's about the ongoing struggle to maintain civility and respect in our public discourse. It's about recognizing the courage of individuals like Representative Omar, who continue to serve despite facing such threats. What are your thoughts on how we can foster a safer and more respectful environment for political engagement? And what role do you believe citizens, media, and politicians play in de-escalating these tensions? Share your perspective in the comments below, and let's continue this vital conversation.
I hope you got some value out of this video. And if you're sitting there thinking you want to build something like this yourself, you don't have to start from scratch. I built Helios to give creators an unfair advantage. It takes the heavy lifting out of the process so you can focus on the ideas. It's exactly what I use, and now it's available for you too. The link is in the description. Don't just watch the future, go build it with Helios. I'll see you in the next one.